Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac Community Remix. I'm Loki. I'm Loco for Loki right now. How did I become Loki? Well, letting the days go by, water flowing underground and all that jazz. I became Loki by spawning the Mark as well as spawning Loki's horns. Now this is a new transformation, of course, which exists exclusively in the Binding of Isaac Community Remix. It gives us, let me just check this out. It gives us the ability to fly. Oh, that sucks, because now I'm going to lose a spirit heart on the way out here. But we did get the Ankh. Or did we? Well, that's pretty much worthless, isn't it? But anyway, it gave us the ability to fly. And, oh no. Oh no, that was bad. So we'll take damage on the way out. But anyway, gives us the ability to fly. And all of our tiers shoot out in 4 different directions here, which is pretty cool. It should make farming the poop a little bit faster here. Also, really good on rooms that have a lot of enemies in them like this, and I would love very much to get something like homing tiers, but I think I've already given myself too much. What this basically means is that I don't have to aim in any particular direction for most enemies. I can just kind of put myself in the safest place and have some confidence that my shots are very, very likely to hit, even if I'm super far away. In fact, I don't even really need to worry about what direction I'm firing. I can just hold, like, the down button and move myself into a position where I can actually do some damage. So this is cool. I think it does make us very, very powerful at the start of the game, so, you know, I'm conscious of the fact that this run is probably quote-unquote a little bit unfair, but we are Loki, which I think is kind of cool. And I think that cancels out the unfairness, because, you know, it's not like anyone's going to be getting a cash prize and a medal for winning X number of community remix runs, and even if they were, it's not like it's going to be me winning it, so let's not get too self-important, shall we? I just wanted to have some fun. So I'm thinking of stuff that would be awesome with this. Obviously, anything that ups our damage would be incredible. I don't know if it synergizes with things like quad shot, but man, if it does, that would be some serious dope shit. Oh, that was really terrible. That probably completely cost me a chance at a deal with the devil. But yeah, if homing tiers worked, that would be amazing as well. Apart from that, Polyphemus, crazy damage. Super high rate of fire would be awesome. And man, this is so much better than just Loki's horns by itself. This is what Loki's horns by itself, in my opinion, should do. Anyway, this is sweet. We look really cute with that squeezy effect now. Those are both terrible items. So Brimstone, I would love to take it, except I really doubt that it works with what we've got. If it did, that would be pretty darn cool, and some people might be mad that I'm not taking it, but I'm not taking it because I think there's probably like an 85% chance that it doesn't work. Well, now that we've got Guppy's tail, maybe I'd be coerced into taking 9 lives if we can get back into that room, but we do have a lot of HP, and you know, I guess becoming Guppy and Loki at the same time would actually be pretty badass. We would be generating so many flies on rooms where there's lots of enemies. That could be cool. But we'll see if that might be possible. For now, you know, no skin off my scrot with a free 9 lives. Well, it cost us half a spirit heart, whatever. Basically free. And speaking of free, it's looking like I might be able to get into this item room without the cost of a key, which would be quite nice. But if I do have to spend a key, it's not that big of a deal. The item room might be trash anyway. Who knows, right? Let's pop on down there and see what the Rock is cooking. Alrighty then. Turns out the Rock's kitchen is closed. We're gonna open this bad boy up. Sad Onion! That's a great item for what we've got going on here. I'm excited. Oh, that is just a beautiful miasma of death and disease. Real fucking neato. Now, it almost looks like we're using the bullets as like propulsion or something. Sweet. Down to the next floor. Deal with the devil precedent has been set. Small chance we could become Guppy, which, you know, we already have some of the Guppy benefits by becoming Loki. Chiefly, of course, the ability to fly, but I don't think they... Well, let's put it this way. I don't want to give up too much to become Guppy because we already have some of the effects, but at the same time, I think it would be sweet to be Guppy with Sad Onion and Loki's abilities as well. And I don't think that would cancel out the effects of being Loki. Now, we do have Guppy's tail, so we're kind of eating shit on all these chests we should be able to generate something from, but that's okay. As long as we just get a deal with the devil on this floor, I'll be happy. Almost any item is beautiful for me. Anything that gives us, like, some extra damage or tears or anything along those lines would be quite nice. For now, I'm going to come down and fight this boss. It's going to be a little peepee. You're going to have to give me a second here. I got to go. So I'm still here. We just gotta have a little conversation. Forgive me for getting up for a second there. The mailman has come to the door, and the way the YouTube editor works, they don't really like, cutting stuff up and then putting it back together. It's really annoying. So instead, we're gonna have a little conversation while we fight the boss here, and then you'll hear me perhaps awkwardly talking to the mail person that is gonna be coming by. Could be a mailman. That seems kind of redundant. Could be a mail lady. That seems kind of confusing. For now, though, I am just gonna, well, move into the path of fire. You might hear me mute my microphone for a second, but I promise I'll be back. Just a little bit of the slice of life. You know what you can do in the meantime? Tweet me and be like, hey, the mailman's there. I'll probably forget about that and be very confused. Well, we did finish the boss fight. 1 second. Real professional, Northernlion. I have no idea what's in that package, by the way. Anyway, we didn't get a deal with the devil, but we did get an eternal heart, which I probably shouldn't have picked up yet, but that's okay. Little extra HP. Let's get back in the groove, shall we? I still think Cursed Skull is, it's worth more dead than alive, you know? We don't want to have it. It's a very awkward way of explaining that. Yeah, I apologize for not editing that stuff out, but the way I record, it's not really possible to do stuff like that except with a tedious amount of work, which I'm not necessarily averse to. You can also do it via the YouTube editor, but as with a lot of things on YouTube, the YouTube editor is probably, it's worse than using like Windows Movie Maker to edit something, which if you're not in any kind of video production or you don't use software like that, you might not be aware, but Windows Movie Maker has a reputation for being like one of the worst pieces of software possibly to accomplish that. But anyway, we're back. Can't bomb our way into our item room, which means we're pretty much SOL. Shape of L on her forehead. Well, the beers start coming and they don't stop coming. Fell to the floor and I felt the morning running. Doesn't really make any sense. Anyway, we're down to the next floor. Caves. Pardon me. I'm just a mess right now. But because we didn't go to that item room, let's just say we didn't go to it because we were trying to make up for the fact that I gave myself the Loki transformation right off the bat. So I was just trying to keep things fair, really. Speaking of which, pretty fly. Very excited about that. I don't know why I said speaking of which, because getting a pretty fly is not necessarily fair. It's very much, something that works out for me in my favor. So I'm excited about that. Now, I've got Super Sloth. Oh, man. He exploded one right in my... No, I'm not going to finish that sentence because it could easily be misconstrued as something doity, and I don't mean it as something doity. Try saying words as like a 1930s New York gangster sometimes. It really gets the gears going. I pretty much walked right into that. I think I'm out of the Isaac, Zen state that I was in before my doorbell rang. So, I'm going to try to get back into it. Gotta be calm. Shrim, Goose Fraba, all that stuff. Now, let's repeat our relaxing mantra. Polyphemus. Mom's knife. I don't have a good, voice for stuff like that, I think. Unfortunately, as much as I would like to. I'm gonna try to use our bomb here to maybe save a key. Ride a cowboy. Nope, this is just a random room. But it does give us enough money to maybe make the shop worthwhile. We'll see what room we come across first. That's probably the one I'm most likely to open. A little disappointed I wasted a bomb, but hey, I saved a bomb not having to bomb my way into the secret room, so maybe there's some positives there. Kind of a big floor. I didn't see if it was Curse of the Lost. Maybe not a big floor, but like a big middle of the floor. The terminals don't appear to be kind of appearing out of nowhere super quickly as I would like them to. More money. No good trinket yet either. We could have an arcade on this floor, but first things first, we're going to get down to business with the boss room, which I'm excited about because, again, almost every almost every deal with the devil item seems like it has cool synergistic properties with the Loki transformation. All right, so there's item room and shop spoken for with respect to keys. Super stoked to be fighting a boss who is actually going to drop something variable. This could very easily be Little Chad and annoy the shit out of me, but luckily, we are totally able to get maybe an HP upgrade deal with the Devil combo, a Tears upgrade, a damage upgrade. Though I'm not really interested in a range or a speed upgrade. Would probably take the cardboard box, especially if there's a deal with the Devil after it. Probably would re-roll Pageant Boy, just because our financial situation seems pretty okay right now. We'll see, though. I really like Pageant Boy on the first floor now. It's kind of like, it's Tears plus shot speed upgrade. I guess we'll take it because the Tears, but let's see what we got in here. Miter is totally worth taking on its own. A little disappointed that we screwed the deal with the Devil chance up, and now we have, deals with the Angel exclusively, but whatever. Oh, maybe not exclusively, but we'll see. Anyway, I know it's apropos of nothing, but I really like that Pageant Boy pickup on, like, the first floor. Really gives you some momentum, Maybe you get 15 cents. That allows you to, with, Secret Room cash, you can also, on the second floor, then buy a key and an item. It's good stuff. It can really help out. I'm gonna take it. We'll see how it works. That's another pretty fly, isn't it? Oh? No, those are bombs or key, which is actually good for us. Bad Trip would be great. Now it would be great. There's our third pretty fly. Now it would be great if we could get an arcade on this floor, because we have Bad Trip and something a little bit more useful kind of sitting on the ground back there. Let's give it a second here. We should be fine. I'm going to kill this ding-dong. Pick up some extra keys, which I'm very excited about. Curse Room I'm tempted to go to. And probably will, even though the Spirit Heart might be nice to give me a chance of getting special deals on the next floor or something like that. We'll see. Might open that. Oh, and of course we get Little Chad on the room where I was just like, I'm so glad we didn't get Little Chad. At least we got another key out of that. Let's backtrack a little bit. There's no arcade, which is super shitty. Yeah, with our extra key, I guess we'll open this golden chest, and then we'll tackle the rest of this floor. I think I am going to go to that curse room. We'll only lose half the Spirit Heart, actually. Well, a lot of these golden chests didn't necessarily pan out, but we got lucky that we had enough keys to still have one for the next floor. I don't know if we know what that pill does. Yeah, Bad Trip is better than the Lover's card. Bombs or key is worthless here. Sure. This is fine. No, bombs or key, you didn't hear me. It's worthless here. I don't want it. Not, please come with me. I want to get with ya and take your picture. Don't remember the other lyrics. Probably something about Kurt Schilling. Now. Do we know what these do? We have another Pretty Fly, which at this point, you can make the logical argument that Pretty Fly could be useful if we get 3 cubes of meat. That is exceptionally unlikely to happen. Not quite technically impossible, but very, very unlikely. Actually, it might be impossible now. The way it would normally go is if you have, like, a horseman on an XL floor as the second boss, then you could get 2 cubes of meat dropped from the bosses, each one of them. Obviously one from the horseman, but then one from the boss that precedes it. But we're not in that situation, so I'm pretty sure that it's not possible. I mean, because now we can't have a horseman as our second boss. It would have to be, it has to be Mom. Which is a great song by your father. That joke didn't work. There was a potential in there, but I kind of blew it, and I'm sorry about that, okay? Not everyone can be a winner. In fact, I don't think I've ever had a winning joke. I'm still looking for it, which is really the whole impetus of this YouTube channel, is that maybe one day I'll say something that could be misconstrued or maybe even intentionally given as humorous. Or intentionally intended, which is not a good way to put that. Anyway. Long story short, we're on the depths. Curse of the Lost. Curse of the Lost is annoying. But big floor is not necessarily terrible. I'm going to take the battery. Mom's Purse. I generally have tolerance for like one unusual-ish shop item. Mom's Coin Purse is one. Mom's Purse is another one. So I figured, we've already taken Mom's Coin Purse. How did it work out for us? It went okay. But now I'm getting back down to the nitty-gritty. I want stuff that helps us get more rerolls in the future. The earlier we pick up something like the battery, the more effective... Oh, no, I'm an idiot. The more effective it is for us in the future. Starting to kind of wish I took Bombs or Key with us instead of this Bad Trip pill, but if I come across an arcade, you're gonna be sorry. Well, mostly it's just a safeguard for full health eventually. Battery, obviously not the best spacebar augmentation item, but it is a spacebar augmentation item. Which is better than no spacebar augmentation item. Say that 5 times fast. It loses its meaning more quickly than you might expect. Rainbow Baby is a trash item-ish. Dead Bird is actually worse. But we have Battery now, so, you know, depending on the speed, it actively punishes you for doing a lot of damage, but we'll be able to get some more rerolls as a result of this, at the very least. That's half a charge there, which is probably representative of the norm, I'd say. No arcade on this floor, because it is Depths Part 1. I'll probably just go fight the boss right away, because we'll have a reroll ready, and I really want that deal with the devil, deal with the angel chance, because if we get Sacred Heart, man, we are sitting pretty. Monstro Dos, that is, it's Japanese for the Monstro that came before Monstro 3.1. Wow, that is, like, just a terrible joke in many regards. Super dorky. Little bit, you know, misconstrued language. Tried to sound like a smartass. I mean, deliberately got it wrong. But anyway, I'm proud of that one. So Monstro 2 is not really up to snuff here. Very, very easy for us to take out. If he had a buddy, this would be annoying as hell. Although I feel like with Loki's horns, it's a little easier to take out, you know, rooms that are very, very busy, if you know what I mean. You get an HP upgrade out of it, which is pretty much exactly what I would have wanted. That's Poison Touch, which I feel is, at the very least, worth fighting for. Man, this was like the ideal room generation for Loki's, or for being Loki. Pretty much allowed us to, well, we took out 2 enemies right off the bat. I know this is a little greedy considering how we're looking right now, but I really do wish I had more damage, and I really wish I generated flies. Like, I don't need to become Guppy. Becoming Guppy would be fine, but I would really, really... Oh, what am I thinking there? Well, thanks Poison Touch at least. I would really, really love Mulligan. Didn't think I was going to be able to get out of the way there, did you? If I could get Mulligan, I think I could be happy in this life. That's not our secret room. Let's see if this one is. Well, it is. I did just waste our last remaining key, though. Oh, well, it's probably not worth going through with, but if he does drop the steep... Well, you know what? Maybe it is, because we'll have enough money to maybe buy something from the shop on the next floor as well, if we don't run into greed on that shop, which I would say is pretty unlikely. Did I take Bad Trip? What the heck? Oh, we got Fortune Cookie. Fortune Cookie is pretty bad, but I'm going to take it because it's Community Remix. I guess I took Bad Trip. I must have, in my panic to dodge there, hit the Q key instead of the W key or something. Well, that's unfortunate, at least. Really should have taken the bombs or key pill now. Rarely does, you know, leaving behind... Oh, does leaving behind that pill backfire. That much, at least. Sometimes it backfires, but normally not to that crazy extent. So probably, especially considering I'm not going to reroll anything else, the smart money is on just leaving this floor, right? We'll take Dead Bird, and we'll get the fuck out. Because I don't want to lose this Eternal Heart. It's unlikely to make a difference, but it could make a difference. But, oh man, we might be missing out on some keys. Fuck it, we're going to leave. Got to be a little safer. I think, at least. So let's make our way down here. And, over to the right. We do want to pick up Dead Bird. Dead Boyd. I told you, it's just a really great use of that. Try it out for yourself sometimes. You might be surprised at what it allows you to accomplish. One second, I gotta take care. I know I've been taking care of stuff like the whole time. Let's come up here and over. Okie dokie. And down to the Depths Part 2. Every time I say Depths Part 2, without fail, it gives me Necropolis. And of course, now that I've gotten rid of Bad Trip, we immediately have an arcade staring us right in the gosh darn face. That's okay, we still might get a chance to play that arcade, and if it pays out, well, we don't lose out that much, except on a full health pill that might actually save our run from, you know, being completely shot in the future. Should definitely use Fortune Cookie a little bit more often. No reason not to. We do have the battery. I think I'm used to having Sulfur now after that last run, which was very much a run where you wanted to plan for the use of that Sulfur ability as much as possible. But now, I can just go nuts. And some more spacebar augmentation items would actually make the Fortune Cookie potentially useful. We did run into a situation, we had the Fortune Cookie on one of our earlier Community Remix runs, and I kind of, you know, I left saying it's mostly not that good. It's like a worse version of Crystal Ball. But I think it's... The reason I picked it up, by the way, is because these are community remix-focused videos, so I'm going to pick up an item that's only available in community remix, of course, but... Yeah, I think with some augmentations, it could be fairly solid if you seriously got, like, a 9-volt nuns habit, or a 9-volt battery, or a battery nuns habit. Those are the permutations. Obviously, not all created equal, but, I feel like maybe you could get some justification out of taking it. So we could be able to get our way into the boss trap room. This is, yeah. So the way that this goes, we go arcade, play the blood bank to get low enough to get into the boss trap room, end by the compass, and then, you know, Bob's your uncle, we're in a good place. Okay, so we got 3 rooms. No, we probably got 2 rooms until we get our, fortune cookie charged. And we're just gonna buy, yeah, we're gonna buy the compass. So that's enough money, but I want to keep going for now, just to see if we can get into this boss trap room while we still have a spirit heart protecting us. Actually don't want this to pay out quite yet, but it's possible, perhaps even more likely that it would, and there we go. But at least we got IV bag. Never thought I would say that, but the good thing about IV bag is it still allows us to gain access to this boss trap room. The fact that we're on Necropolis makes me very nervous about the incredibly stupid tactic I'm using right now. But certainly does allow us to get into that boss trap room and maybe get something that could save us a whole lot of heartache. And we went from 10 cents to 53 cents very, very quickly. So, we can totally fly. Why didn't I pick that up earlier? Pretty silly. The cancer trinket, obviously very effective. Is there a spirit heart we can buy in here? There is. So we can actually buff ourselves up a little bit and then buy the HP on our way out as well. Be a little bit sad if money equals powers in there, but I'll also mostly just be happy for the sweet damage boost. It's a shot speed upgrade with a tarot card, which is definitely not worth it. So, being on Necropolis, I kind of feel like we should go to that item room and then bum rush the boss, especially since our HP is so low. Seems a little nerve-wracking to me. Where did these flies come from? I feel a little spaced out right now, but I thought I just saw them get generated, and I was like, I don't think that's how it's supposed to work. Well, 2 keys means we will be opening up this golden chest. Been pretty aggressive about opening up golden chests, and it has very rarely worked out for me here. But we're getting more keys anyway, so I guess I can't complain too hard. Attack fly is totally fine, and beyond that, it's best to just be happy with that, because we don't have anything we can do to change it. There's our boss room already. Caused him to take a little bit of double turret damage there. Thank you very much. We do have the miter, which is why we're getting so many payouts in that respect. And let's fight Mom. I know we left a little bit of stuff back there on that floor, but, oh, this is like the perfect Loki room. No matter where the body segments pop up, we can just do consistent damage here. This is not the fastest we've ever done a Mom fight, but this is like a very, very Mom fight focused item, or at least a very, very Mom fight great item. Now if we could just get Guppy's Paw, man. I don't even want to become, well, it would be nice, but Blessing of the Light doesn't actually give you full vision. I hypothesized that in an earlier episode. I'm actually surprised that that's not how it works out. Anyway, just being able to get Guppy's Paw would be so useful. Bad Trip is nice as like a last-ditch pill, obviously. It certainly beats Pretty Fly, which there's pretty much nil chance. Like, I think there might actually be statistically 0 chance that we could actually have to make that work, if that makes sense. Like, if there was any way to make it, you know what I mean. I'm not going to go through specifics necessarily. It's tempting to play that Demon Judgment, but I would like there to be more red hearts around first. I don't think that's an unreasonable request. Why do I say that? Well, I would like there to be more red hearts because oftentimes I end up accidentally fucking up permanent Polaroid invincibility. I mean, the one reason I'd like to have more red hearts is just because, you know, I'm low on health right now. That's just an obvious one. But sometimes, like, with permanent Polaroid invincibility, things go weird, and it ends up taking spirit hearts when I'm under invincibility, but donating to either a Demon Judgment or a blood bank. So, I would like to not have to do that, even though it seems like exploiting permanent Polaroid invincibility to play those would be smart, and sometimes is. In this situation, I don't know if it's the right call. A little bit regretful that I didn't take... that was bad. Fish head is how I got those flies earlier. I remember now. I know it sounds like I was just, you know, looking at chat or something, but this is recorded, not live. Wouldn't it be sweet if I just busted out of your computer monitor now? Oh, yeah! I got you, motherfucker. One day. Well, no days. But yeah, I am a little disappointed I didn't take Mom's Purse now, but I guess we got the battery out of it, so fair enough. But Mom's Purse would have been fun just to allow me to maybe take Fish Head, maybe take Red Patch. Probably Red Patch beats Fish Head. Well, there's no probably about it. Red Patch does beat Fish Head. But whatever. It's okay. Please deal with the devil here. Guppy's Paw, man. It would be a win. Ooh, deal with the angel. So you have something. Now Sacred Heart. That would be amazing too. The Bible? Oh man, you're gonna do me dirty like that. Alright, well we'll head down to the next floor. I'm not in love with it, but it's still a good run. I can't complain. So, let's I'm looking at this this floor right now, and I'm thinking that the boss room is not gonna be there. And I mean, that was very convenient. Oh, that was terrible. That was very convenient because I'd already gone and checked as I was finishing my sentence there. But, oh man, sincerely, that's what I was thinking, is like, it's too good to be true. Corruption. I don't know what it does. Oh, it teleports us to the I Am Error room, which loses us our bad trip pill. Peeper's Eye effectively does nothing for us now. And Ghost Baby is terrible. But it does allow us to skip the Womb Part 2, which doesn't have any items. And it takes us to Shoal, which is where I'd want to go anyway. And we can still get to the chest. Hopefully we get enough keys to make that plausible. So, I'm kind of okay with it. Not in love with it, but, you know, I think we just skipped a lot of rooms and a boss fight that probably would have gone fine. But now I can at least save my bombs for this fight instead. So I'm not going to use keys. I'm not going to use keys to open that library there. I think that's not a good decision. I think I am... oh, that guy's trapped up there. There's a tinted rock here. It's so hard to see sometimes. They blend in with the ground, on this level at least. Not going to use my key there either. Full health? Range up. All right. So I can settle down. I really thought I had like a coup over here with my direction choosing. I really thought that I was gonna be, oh man, oh no. Starting to see my life flash before my eyes here. It's still been a fun run, but to lose it like this would be disappointing because I feel like I've got a pretty good shot at winning. We can play this for a little while, I guess. And hopefully that'll work out just fine for us. That pill is full health. No, Tears upgrade, still very nice, but not what we need, and the slot machine is now done. I don't really care. Oh my god, these tears. It's been a really good run for like seeing the, like they've given us some good items and synergies for being Loki. I was just gonna say I don't really care about losing that Eternal Heart. It's just like long-term survival more important. It's a little disappointing, but it's not that big of a deal. HP is in a bit of a wild spot right now. I'm still glad we used the bomb, because that'll allow us to more easily... Wow, that's really unfortunate. More easily do damage, but I'm getting a little nervous. We could / should be able to beat Satan without getting hit. Fuck my knockback right now. Damage is crazy. We'll use strength against Satan, just so we can more easily guarantee our survival, and then you never know what's going to happen on the chest. You could just pick up some amazing HP plus damage combinations as soon as you get down there, but it's a little risky, you know? Fucking Peeper's Eye, man. Alright, so this should break the Fallen pretty quickly. Could use another bomb in here. They'll probably... I was gonna say they're probably gonna come the same way. It didn't really work out like that, but like our stream of tears is actually so much that it's slowing the game down. Which is really, really funny actually, but... Okay, is our speed high enough to get out of there? Totally. Oh, we're doing lots of damage here. And if we just continue to do lots of damage, this should be over before it even really begins. This is probably like the most tears upgrades I've ever had. So just don't get caught by these bomb flies. That was actually a really good way to kill 2 of them at once. Oh, that hit me? I moved slightly out of the way. I thought that would be enough. Oh, wow. All right. Down to the chest. We can still do this. What do we got? D20 or Babylon? I'm telling you, man. This Guppy's paw pickup would have been so clutch. So what do? Do we try to fight Isaac with a full suite of orbitals, insane rate of fire, and just hope we don't get hit that much? Shit, I think so. I would like to get more keys, but I think we're going to take more damage leading up to the boss than we would get out of it. Oh my Lanta. Come on. Alright, well at least we got a half-heart interval, and we got a spirit heart as well. Shit, let's give it a go. Every time we get hit, I should run up and poison him. I'm not going to move, really. We're pretty much just going to rely on my orbitals to take care of the dodging, because there's just going to be so many tiers coming in that I don't think I'm going to be able to... Like, I can't parse this visual information right now. So yeah, I'm gonna be taking damage in the process, trying to poison him. There's Polaroid invincibility working out for me. I don't think we're gonna be able to do this, but... Oh no, if only I still had that bad trip pill. God damn it, Bobby. But in any case, it was a fun run. I'll be back with more community remixes. Excuse me, of course. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.